All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles. Shalom to the hopeful elect.
This is also the mindset we need to get rid of. You honestly think white America hates black people? Honestly? Yes, because that's why we've had a black president. And that's why we have 2 black Supreme Court justices. Blacks overrepresent our portion of the population in the Supreme Court, by the way. Let's not forget all those white people that died in the Civil War, from the North at least. And that's why there's an organization that has received millions and millions and millions of dollars called Black Lives Matter, because white America hates black people. It honestly seems like black people dislike white people more than the other way around. A lot more animosity I see is from black people about white people rather than vice versa. But I could be wrong. But how is it going to be beneficial for our country when we're raising our children talking about all these white people, you see some, they don't like you, when it's not even true? Raising our children up to dislike white people is not a good idea. We all need to work together in this country and not necessarily be against each other. You have to be extremely ignorant to actually think that white America hates black people.
The book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Ezekiel 35:5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Israel, this is why we get on the unlearned. The ignorance that spills out their mouths and is flavored with a scoop of pride proves that the Bible is real in regards of delusional spirits. You see, Ezekiel 35:5 starts with, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. Well, what is perpetual? Perpetual can be an adjective. The definition of perpetual, continuing forever, everlasting. For the B column is valid for all time, holding something such as an office for life or for an unlimited time. But let's go back to A. Continuing forever, everlasting. You see that? It's forever hatred. They don't need you to defend them because they don't like you, physically nor spiritually. Look at the sign the Women Clan is holding up. Can you read that? There's a reason the Bible calls us your enemy. Now hold on. I think that's a confession. Because see, they know the so-called white man is Esau. They know who they are. And that Jacob is the Negroes, the Latinos and natives. They also understand that the Bible made them our enemy. You see that? He doesn't love you. His seed line has a perpetual hatred against the children of Israel. The book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Israel, you hear that? That's the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai speaking to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You reject to hear the truth, and that truth comes from the men of the Lord dealing with these scriptures. You would reject when we tell you the characters of the Bible and who they are today. You won't accept that. You won't accept that truth and knowledge, because then you would know that the Lord made them, speaking of Esau, Edom, to be fit for destruction. You see, this isn't a hate we speaking. It's scripture. We just bringing it out so we know how to stay clear from him who is the enemy. You see, the Lord said, because you hate the truth, which the truth lies within him, he is going to reject you. Many have already been rejected, and the rest will be finding out real soon. Especially those that love and put their trust and belief in Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. The Lord said he's going to reject you. That means he's going to dismiss you as inadequate. You failed to meet the standards of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai as a child of Israel. So since you don't like how we feel about someone and speaking as though it's wrong, let's see how the Lord Yahweh and the Son feels about your friend, the so-called white man. The book of Romans, chapter 9, verses 13 and 14. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbids. That means no. So does the Lord hate? Does the Lord hate an ethnicity he created? Yes. But is that unrighteousness on his part? No. Because he says, I will have mercy and compassion on whomever he chooses. So who are you to question the Most High? You see that? And we understand that that's a hard pill to swallow. To understand and know that he only loves Jacob, the Israelites. Let's close out. The book of Luke, chapter 1, verses 70 through 75. As he spoke by the mouth of his holy prophets from old, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all who hate us, to show the mercy promised to our fathers and to remember his holy covenant, the oath that he swore to our father Abraham, to grant us that we, being delivered from the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and righteousness before him all our days. Listen, the Lord is only saving a remnant of the Israelites. It was already designed, predestinated, scripted out that Esau would be the prime enemy against the children of Israel. In the book of Deuteronomy 28:68 tells us once we're off them ships that we're going to be sold to our enemies. And the Lord also said once he comes back, he's going to redeem us from our enemies. And the so-called white man, he is our enemy. Shalom.